What up? What up? Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below. I'm Tom Smoke, and we got Rip doing the P90X, week 8, day 4, X stretch. And that wasn't too bad, but you know what? We stretched out a lot of muscles, worked out the hips, the groin, the thighs, the knees, worked a lot of different range of motion exercises. And if you join me, you know what I'm talking about. It was tough, but not as tough as us. We got through it. We put an hour of time on the books, and we can cash that check for hard work and a good job well done. So, day 52 is a wrap. Tomorrow's day 53. I think we're doing core or yoga, but either way, it's one of them two. We got 3 more days left in recovery week, and then we're doing the last phase, week 9, 10, 11, 12, and then the last recovery week. And it's over, baby. 90 days came and went. You been here with me? I hope so, because if you are, you're making pretty good progress. And if you weren't working out before day 1, this 54 days of working out that you're getting in. And man, it's tough. 52 days, I guess, so far. But it ain't easy. Billions of people ain't showing up to the party. They ain't doing the dance, and they ain't getting the prize. But you, me, we're getting it done, baby. We're getting ripped. Getting results. Hell yeah, we are. And then we're in the middle of a 21-day shred. Wrapping up this week. And if things go well, I might do one more week, because I bought a whole bunch of extra pork tenderloins at the grocery store. And I plan on eating those and getting a little leaner, because I'm making pretty good progress on my belly fat. This is getting real thin. It's getting real thin, and I can grab it all. A big handful of skin still. So I'm hoping that once it'll get tight like this, where I can just grab it with the fingertips, that's how I know that the job is finished. But all this back fat right here is pretty squishy, but it's gotta tighten up like up here, because I can, like, that's all fat like that. But I ain't never been this lean before, so I don't know how lean I'm gonna get. But I'm just gonna keep going on the diet and keep getting shredded and wait until this stuff tightens up, because I don't want to see no wrinkly skin. I've been working damn hard to get rid of this shit. I've been staring this belly in the face for a long time, and I told him, it's time to move along, buddy. You ain't welcome here no more. So it's taking a long time to move his ass out the crib, but he's almost all the way moved out. So fellas, don't get impatient. I've been there. I've been, doing diets that weren't doing as well as I had hoped that they would do. And as the time went by, and as the progress wasn't as steady and reliable as I was expecting it to be, the frustration really built up. And ultimately, if you're doing a diet and you're working a plan and you're keeping track of everything, and you see that you're going down and then you plateau, and then maybe you're going down some more and you plateau, that you might feel like shit and you got to come out of the diet. You got to maintain for a little bit and then dip back down into it. Another thing is, if you notice that you're not really coming out of the plateau going down, that you may need to modify the calories and lower the calories a little bit and offset the cardio. It just depends on how you approach it. But for me, I was just eating too much food, and I wasn't weighing my portions and actually tracking the quantity of food. I was eyeballing it. I was doing portion control, and it worked initially. For real, it worked initially. I was able to get down to like 130 pounds, 135 pounds, pretty lean. But again, I was overeating the food. So my plan for the diet and for the cut and for the progress was a value based on unknown values. So I wasn't even really able to calculate what I was trying to calculate properly or accurately. So this time around, I'm doing it basically by the book. I'm weighing out my portions on a scale. I'm getting, pounds of meat, 8-ounce portions all the way down, the board. Heavy on the vegetables, light on the cheese, light on the milk. I noticed that when I drink a lot of dairy and stuff, I do get a little bloating in the tummy area. So it just depends on how you respond to food and aesthetically how you look in the mirror. You're going to notice different changes as you go through phases of your diet, as you maintain, as you cut, as you gain, as you move back and forth. Um, you'll know what's up. But if the overall plan is to get lean, everything else is just a pit stop on the way to the end goal. So I may not even be finished cutting this year. I may, try to cut over the winter time. I don't know, but for sure next summer, I'm going to be absolutely shredded. Like I'm going to look crazy next summer for sure. And anyway, I hope you guys follow me until then and watch my progress and watch me grow. And hopefully, some of you guys will be inspired to take up the mantle in your house and become the superhero that your kids know you are. Be that shining knight for your wife, that you look the part, you look like the man of the house, you feel like the man of the house. You get that genuine desire, you re-spark the fire of that romance. You know what I'm saying? If you used to be in shape and you and your lady, used to go on dates and used to go out and do stuff, and maybe you let yourself go and now you're kind of spilling out over your pants and shit. Maybe you look a little sloppy, maybe you a little disheveled or something, you know? Maybe you're a drunk. I don't know. But you got to think about that shit, take control, be a man, and start taking her out on dates and stuff. Start going out and showing off the hard work. Be that arm candy, that eye candy, that she deserves because she's special. You know what I'm saying? Give your kids something to look up to and let them point out to the other kids like, oh, that's my dad, and not be embarrassed. You know, be respectable, be bona fide, dignified, be a commander, command respect. You know how we do it? You got to have the eye of the tiger, the heart of the lion, and the hunger of the wolf. You got to want it. The P90X is just one way to get there. It's what I choose. It's easy. I can follow the DVD program. I do the dance. I get my prize. I don't got to think about it. I got too much other stuff going on to worry about keeping track of what kind of exercise lifts I'm supposed to be doing, what kind of compound movements, what the names of them are, trying to coordinate a yoga class, a plyometrics class, and a bunch of other, shit along with it. The P90X and the P90X3 is a full body total fitness program. They work on agility, speed, coordination, balance, range of motion, strength, posture, power, force, agility, everything. And it's worth checking out for sure. Because if I got the results from it, you can get the results from it. And if I got shredded, you sure as hell can do the same thing. And if you're into calisthenics, You know, you could be like my guy, Wraith Rezai. Shout out Wraith Rezai. He's got DEXA scan 6%. Big ups Wraith Rezai. He's got 1,000 subs and he's blowing up. Dude's making money. He's got ad revenue incoming if he ain't already got it. What up? What up? Hell yeah. He's doing big things and I'm super proud of him. Older men got to represent in the game. You know, them silverbacks, the gorillas coming out of the mist, showing the young pups that you don't got to be on gear. You ain't got to be taking peptides and bullshit. You do it the old fashioned way. Because some of these motherfuckers out here, we ain't got a whole bunch of money to be pissing away. We broke. We got kids. We got mouths to feed. We got money that's spent before we get it. You know what I'm saying? We got more money, more time than money. But it starts taking care of ourselves, not spending money on bullshit fast food. If I can buy 7 pounds of meat for $15, why the fuck would I buy a foot-long sub at Subway, value combo meal or whatever for the same $15? That's retarded. But I did that. I bought one for my son. It was almost $17 for a foot-long sandwich, 2 cookies and a soda. What the fuck? And I got a big ass piece of meat, chopped it up into 14 fucking pieces for the same price. And that's dinner for multiple days, lunch multiple days. Easy. But until you start making your own food, until you get on Body Game and you see how much money you can actually save your family by making quality food, fresh food, you don't know what you're missing. It tastes good. You know the ingredients. You know what's in it. You can mix it up. The variety is at the store. You can go in and pick your flavor. It's like shopping at a candy store. But you got to be smart. You got to pick your meats right. You got to get the right, pairing with the veggies. You got to make sure you're not eating, a whole bowl of macaroni and cheese or some other bullshit, lasagna with ricotta cheese and parmesan and this and that and the other. Check out the other videos on YouTube. Formulate a plan, strategize. But you got to act. You got to do it. You got to walk the walk instead of just talking the talk. Because seeing the blueprint, getting the tools, getting all the materials, that ain't shit. None of it's shit until you actually apply it, make it, and build it. You got to build it yourself. Nobody can want it for you, but you got to want it for yourself and you got to take it. And you can do it. You can be like me and do it from home. Check out the P90X3. You can buy it at your used video store or a used sporting goods store. You can find it at probably Goodwill. You get it on Amazon. You can find it at a flea market, at a garage sale. You might even have a copy already. But put it to use. Put it to work. It ain't doing you no good sitting on the shelf. Get you some whey protein. I got this Whey Isolate Muscle Feast Cinnamon Roll. This shit's banging. Gonna get me a scoop of that. And I had me a scoop for breakfast along with some eggs and some coffee. Simple diet. Simple, 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 simple. You know how the saying goes. You don't got to overcomplicate it. Calorie deficit. Watch your calories. Lift some weights. Move around a little bit. Touch grass. Lock in. It's summertime. August is almost up. We're about to go into the winter arc. Are you ready to finish up the P90X? We only got like 30 days left. What are you waiting for? Let's get it done. 2026, we're getting ripped, baby. Hell yeah. Follow me on TikTok at Tom Smoke Fitness. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.